next to go with Sakshi, because then it will be business and HR and others coming together. So Sakshi, actually, you have been in the health services industry for very long. So it will be wonderful to really hear from you in terms of what are the trends that you are seeing. And also, I think our delegates have lots of questions around what are the ways of working or changes that they can expect in HR. And one crucial question, I think, is everybody's mind, that what will happen to the employment scene. And would love to hear from you on that.
Thank you. And at the onset, I would like to thank Papya, Mr. Gaurav, IHLF, and my esteemed co-panelists for inviting me to share my views. I think everybody has been talking about, and we have all been experiencing the global recession induced by COVID-19 and the fundamental changes which it has brought in, the change in the way we work, the change in the way we have socialized. And I think it will continue for some times and many years which are coming. But having said that, as a learning from our past, every recession has presented numerous challenges for every country, making it difficult for industries to survive and thrive. But they have also ushered an era of opportunities for new age industries. So it is not gloom and doom. Yes, we are seeing a lot of challenges now, but what I expect and what, as per my understanding, COVID-19 crisis will also be a catalyst to unprecedented changes in every industry. 75 million to 375 million people globally may need to switch occupational categories, and they need to learn new skills. So training will be a very important perspective. Every industry will be forced to reform and restructure in order to transform into the new realities that will reemerge. According to me, the following three factors will lead to transformation. As Meenakshi also said, agility. Agile organization will use early insights. They will realign policies and processes and train their organizational workforce to focus on customer challenges. From my business sense, which I've had in the past 2 decades, it is very, very important that customer focus is the primary thing for us. Revenues will automatically come in if the customer is satisfied. And agile organization will further bring efficiency and optimization to proactively seize the emerging opportunities and create meaningful impact for societies to prosper. The next, which is very important in nowadays, now we are doing virtual webinars, we are meeting each other. I think it was very difficult that we could meet Mr. Balaji, Papya, Farad, and Manu at the same time. Also, Meenakshi, who is sitting down south. So digital transformation, very, very important, should be aimed at creating holistic capabilities to leverage the possibilities and opportunities that new digital age technology presents. This will enable to serve the customer better and help evolve the businesses. And lastly, work from home culture, which is being adopted by the organizations globally. And we all thought that it was impossible that we work from home, though many organizations had that in their toolkit. But we thought that as leaders, we wanted all our subordinates to be there. But work from home culture, which is now a trend globally, is also a big relief for everyone. With my experience in recruitment, I feel the following industries and sectors are well poised to leverage the opportunities faster than others to create larger employment opportunities. The first is the digital payments, which Mr. Balaji was also saying. Increased use of smartphones and higher internet penetration will propel this market to growth percentage in strong double digits. We can see that the government across the globe are also taking initiatives to promote digital payments. And India is set to create many employment opportunities through Digital India initiatives. The next very promising industry, which I feel, is healthcare. I think this is one neglected field by everyone. The government was also not focused on healthcare. Very small budgets were there, were allocated to healthcare. And with this crisis setting in, everybody has realized the importance of healthcare. So healthcare comprising of hospitals, medical equipment, diagnostics, pharmaceutical, and telemedicine is poised for a significant growth. We are seeing you can say a shot in the revenue, or people are saying that the industry has come to a standstill, but everybody is waiting for the electives to happen, everybody is waiting. And also the government is now focused that they will increase their budgets on healthcare, and they should focus there. The next important industry is e-commerce. The future of e-commerce will be very exciting. A lot of new categories will join the basket of e-commerce, making every product or service available online. We are all going virtual, we are ordering everything online, and we are happy that everything is being delivered at home. Very important, online education. uh, I think none of us have ever experienced online education. We are all traditional, and we followed the traditional style of studying, going to school. So education will dramatically be affected post COVID-19, as it will embrace the digital world in the fastest and the largest scales. I think all of us who have kids at home, we are all experiencing that. All schools have gone online, every educational mode is online, and educational institute will come of age, and traditional teaching standards will become a thing of past. So this is a very important industry which will come in the limelight, and lot of job opportunities will be created there. The next is insurance. The insurance, which was not given any weightage, will become relevant and important as the society will become more conscious about health, natural calamities, epidemics, and the need for social security. Insurance company will be seen as service providers as opposed to the entities that issued insurance policies. So we all people who thought that we don't need medical insurance, now everybody is trying to get a medical insurance. God forbid if they have COVID-19, there will be a need that they get admitted to hospitals, and the insurance will come into play then. The last, which I feel, will be the logistics. Most industries and companies are built around delivery models, and post COVID 19, uncertainties will bring a large demand for this industry as the dimension of distribution will expand. Increased efforts to promote self sufficiency will lead to expansion between regions and territories. Hyperlocal expansion with stronger emergence of e-commerce players across multiple categories will play a pivotal role. We will all need creative visions for how our lives are organized and valued in the future, in a world where the role and meaning of work has started to shift. So, what I feel is that businesses will be on the front line of workplace as it changes. This will require them to both retool their business process and reevaluate their talent strategies and workforce needs, carefully considering which individuals are needed, which can be redeployed to other jobs, and where new talent may be required. Many companies are finding it is in their self interest as well as part of their societal responsibility to train and prepare workers for the new world of work. But individuals too will need to be prepared for a rapidly evolving future. Acquiring new skills that are in demand and resetting intuitions about the world of work will be critical for their own well being. We cannot just keep blaming the organization, because this is not what the organizations were willing to do. This has just happened, and we as employees also, we need to retrain ourselves, upscale our skills, and be ready for industries which will be evolving in the future. There will be demand for human labor, but workers everywhere will need to rethink traditional notions of where they work, how they work, and what talents and capabilities they bring to that work. Nonetheless, I will say just as the crisis carries risk, it will also be accompanied by opportunities. When the storm passes and the dust settles, whether the new world will emerge stronger and the post COVID 19 normal more resilient and sustainable will hinge on our ability to effectively mitigate the risk while harnessing the opportunities that these social psychological effects may present. So I like to conclude by saying that now is the time for us to look after the people who work for us or who have worked for us. When a company steps up at a time like this, it builds loyalty, commitment, and winning teams. So it has to be a mutual relationship between the company, that is the organization, and the employees. Both will benefit, but both have to take care of each other. That's from my side, Papia. Over to you.
Thanks, Sakshi. Thank you so much for your insights, and I think thank you for covering almost every aspect of employee and organization relationship that we talk about. And like I also liked the insight. And that's what we are looking at. The healthcare will no longer be just a prerogative of the healthcare industry. I think healthcare industry will be driven by each individual need. I think everybody is now running behind a health insurance if they don't already have one. The organizations are really considering health to be a core factor of taking care of their, not only their employees but employees and their partners and also the families, right? Similarly, it will become a core agenda, a key agenda for government policy, and it will come towards. So actually, if there is one industry which is going to see significant growth across, I think it will be a healthcare sector. So and we need to prepare ourselves for that growth. While we are serving the current needs, there's a huge opportunity that lies us.